Alright, well, welcome everyone to Farthest Frontier. This was recommended to me by someone in the community earlier. I'm not going to mention your name because I don't know if you wanted me to, but no, this is all your fault, but I appreciate you. But yeah. There we go. Now, I've been told this is a unique city builder in the sense of it has a very in-depth farming system, as well as it's a bit more on the... I don't know if hardcore would be the correct terminology for this, but a little bit on the more difficult side. They are not quite on full release yet. They're on version 0.9.6e, you can see at the bottom right here. But we'll get into it. Let's take a look at this game. Again, as I was mentioning earlier, I apologize. We were supposed to do Mortal Online today, which is why I took a little bit extra time, because when I logged in, I realized that my subscription was up, and unfortunately, I can't renew it at this time. So we should be doing it on the weekend, though, if all works out. So let's get into it. New settlement. I don't think there's any achievements for this game, but I just want to take a look really quick. No, there isn't any. Not yet. So Pioneer, extra starting resources, scales the number of villagers, months of food, and initial stocks of other essential items you begin with. Extra hunting and wildlife. As challenge level increases, more aggressive animals such as boar, wolves, and bears spawn, while deer populations decline slightly. Hostile forces. Well, there is combat, okay. Higher combat challenge result in larger, more frequent raids with tougher attack types. In late stage towns, on difficulties above Pioneer, invading armies can appear demanding tribute. Okay. And then healthcare adversity. Rates of disease and injury. Okay. So this is giving me more, like... because we're dealing with a bit more than just the building itself than, say, foundations. This is not as dreary, but kind of more on the Frostpunk 1 kind of side. Proper hygiene and healthcare management, though, most diseases can be avoided or significantly mitigated, even on Vanquisher difficulty. I probably won't do Vanquisher, just because I don't know the game at all. But I don't think no hostile forces and stuff is good. So we'll go with Trailblazer, which seems to be the normal. Let's do... Arkham. Niflheim? Isn't that... That's the realm of... The cold, dark, misty world of the dead. Wait, what was the, It was Niflheim, that's the primordial realm of ice and cold. I mean, that fits with us, doesn't it? We can do that. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Terrain type. I like large maps, so let's go with that. Terrain. Change the type of terrain that the map will have. Oh, it's generated, so it is random. Perfect. Yeah, I know, right? So we have the idyllic valley, a lush and fertile valley abundant in resources and wildlife. Perfect place to build a town that's ideal for pioneers just starting out. The arid highlands, dry, desolate highlands with infertile soil, sparse pine barrens and wasteland, but rich in mineral deposits. Some resources are scarce while others are abundant. The earth struggles to grow crops and fertile land may be limited. It's a challenging environment. We have the Alpine Valley, northern mountain valleys, thicker with conifer forests and interspersed with lakes and occasional meadows. The terrain tends to be hilly and challenging to build on. All resources may not be available, but the earth is fertile and ready for planting crops. Okay. Lowland lakes, an ideal setting of dense forests, lush meadows, and lakes teeming with fish. Most, if not all, resources are available, and the earth is fertile and ready for planting. And then we have plains. Expansive plain land with fertile meadows, dry grassland, and brush, but few forests and lower mineral resources. All resources may not be available, but the earth is fertile and ready for planting crops. And then random. Let's go into advanced settings. I want to see if there's more. So you can choose the different things individually. Enabling custom game options can adversely affect gameplay or performance. Achievement progress will be disabled in games that use custom settings. Oh, there is achievement progress. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is like just disable and stuff. Okay, that's fine. So there's no way. Of doing the map generation like there is in Foundation. I like lowland lakes. I like doing the fishing stuff. Pacifist mode disables raiding parties, invading armies, and aggressive animals like wolves and bears. No, we'll leave that on. Alright. Let's take a look. Oh.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve.
Aww.
And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland.
I'm assuming the invading army might be that noble then later.
It wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
I like the blotchy art style of it, especially with the parallaxing. That's cool. Okay. Crops will grow produce higher yields if planted in their preferred soil type. Okay. So again, yeah, it was said that this has a much deeper crop growing kind of systems. Parallax? Oh, so parallax is like an art style where you have like overlaid images over each other. One sec. We finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land with your villagers that they have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Okay. I'm just going to pause really quick. So yeah, like a good example would be like if you had a flat image of a background and then you saw moving trees in front of it, but because the trees are supposed to be closer to you, they move quicker than the background. Things like that. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever had like, I don't know, a birthday card or maybe Christmas card or something like that if you celebrate it. Where when you open it, it's like there's the background and then it pulls like an image and like puffs it up. Technically that's kind of like a parallax. Not exactly, but similar thing. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. So. Oh, wow. Okay. So what are these guys? Boar. And these look like deer nodes. We have some fishing. What are you? Looks like maybe relics of some kind. Clay. Looks like fruit or berries. Green. That looks like cabbage. There's quite a bit of water. Yeah, so there's a lot. Oh, there's so at the top left you can see there's fertility of the land, I'm assuming. And then water bonus. I don't know what the water bonus is, but it does give us like a list of things within range. Can we press R to rotate? No, it's tab. Okay. Well, I kind of want to put it in the middle ground here. Because we want to be able to build houses and stuff soon too. I don't want to be near the boar because they are aggressive. Oh wow, there's more here. I didn't realize that they surveyed so much. The purple and green, it kind of looks like sage. I don't know if that's what it is though. There's a lot down here. There's a lot of fishing too. Decent amount of deer. I mean, I like that this is more flat. And then we can just gather the trees here if we want to. We could totally make like a fishing village. The only problem is I don't see clay nearby. So we'd have to walk a decent way over here to get it. So maybe we do a middle ground. So here. And then we can branch out this way for housing and stuff like that. And then we can do fishing along the coastline. So probably in the middle here somewhere, so like probably here. Yeah, sure. Are you sure you want to place your town center at this location? Yes. Okay. Okay. So there is a pause, which is good. Oh, I was upside down in the map apparently. So it's actually this orientation. I think I'm going to prefer this, even though it's going to bug me in the mini-map. So they look...
Something?
Oh, there's voice acting. I didn't know that. So they are unhappy, they are homeless, which, you know, prevents death from exposure. Okay, so we do need to worry about that. Occupation, status, age, education, ailments, hunger, warmth, happiness, and health. So there is quite a bit. Holy cow. That's really cool. I like... Okay, this is coming from someone that also enjoyed, like, Dwarf Fortress and things like that, so... I like when things are this in-depth. Okay, well, let's get to it. So I'm going to keep pause for a second. I'm just going to go through the menu and UI. So we're going to go from top left here. So we have sick and bedridden. So I was kind of right that it kind of has a bit of the more in-depth management of like Frostpunk 1. So you have to worry about sick and bedridden. Age brackets. This is what I was talking about from the other one, where I was like, oh, I really wish they showed the ages and count of who can work. That's really nice. So adult and adolescent, villager count, housing count, educated, fit to work, convalescing. General happiness breakdown, that's really nice. Work rate, immigration, combat effectiveness, and birth rate. Food stores, shows you each. So, okay, it's greens. Okay, I thought it was cabbage specifically kind of thing, but it does look like it's a little less specific, which is totally fine. Moderate temperature. Wow, temperature and wind. And then it looks like we have a full season layout here. We have logs, firewood, wood planks, stone, clay, brick, and gold. Okay. Our options down here: percentage camera on village, villager profession. Ooh. There's a lot of professions. Town information. So basic information. All your resources that are in storage. Happiness breakdown, which is very nice. Military companies and crop summary. So this is really cool. I like being able to see all this information. It's really nice. Resources and storage, crop summary. Okay, those are the other options. I'm going to do building menu after because we're going to actually build here. Lo-Fi, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Well, come on in. Thank you. We have harvest resources, which I'm assuming is like a zoning. Clear, manage walls, flatten terrain. So how does the flattened terrain work? There's a cost. I can't really see that icon very clearly. It might be like tools or something like that, maybe. Dirt road. Oh, it's a guy with a hammer. So maybe it's a labor cost. It's a little easier to see on that dirt road there. Dirt roads allow your villagers to travel faster. Costs are per 100 meters of road length. And then set exploration point. So I'm assuming that will, if you have scouts or things like that. Okay, cool. So in buildings, we have amenities and services, housing, storage, food production, resources, defenses, roads and fencing, and decorations. So let's start with amenities and services. There's a decent amount here. We can't do these yet. Graveyard, market, and shrine. We have a shelter and temporary shelter. Temporary shelter that can be stocked with food and supplies, allowing workers that are far from their residence to work before returning home. Okay, so if we wanted to... one. is going on here? One sec. Oy, oy, oy.